Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. I'm Peter Towers, Managing Director of ESS BIZTOOLS. Welcome to this overview of what's included in business advisory services. I hope that you're having a good day, not too cold, depending on where you are in Australia. So let's get into it. What's included in business advisory services? If you have any questions, can you please go to chat and type in your question and I will answer it during the webinar. Or you could send me an email if you're watching this recording at a time that's more convenient to you. Send me an email, peter@essbiztools.com.au, and I will get a reply back to you. So why business advisory services? In my hands, I have the CommBank Accounting Market Pulse report that was released early in May, only a few weeks ago. And if you're an accountant and you haven't read it, please do so. Just click onto the internet and go to CommBank Accounting Market Pulse, and you'll be able to see that report. The interesting information that I want to refer to firstly is on page 17 of the document. 81% of what the Commonwealth Bank decided were leading firms were shown as planning to enter or significantly grow. That's the two terminologies they used: planning to enter or to significantly grow a service line in the next 12 to 18 months. And that was business advisory services. So the key question is, what's your firm's strategy? What are you proposing to do to offer these types of services to your clients? Because this is the position the Australian accounting profession is now in. Most of your peers are identifying business advisory services. Now, whether they fully implement will be something for us to look at in 12 to 18 months' time. The challenge is, what are you going to do now? So let me take you onto the ESS BIZTOOLS website, where we're going to look at some of these areas that you might like to give some consideration to. And I'll just get my material here to give me some guidance as I'm going through this. So on the left-hand screen, we have a summary of the individual products that are within ESS BIZTOOLS. We've got a wide range of products which we're prepared to assist accountants to be able to offer business advisory services. We have some what we call group product packages and then bundled packages. Basically, all of our products are available within the gold package. The silver package includes everything that's in the gold package except, pardon me, access to ESS BizGrants. And our business advisory services starter package includes a range of material that we believe will enable you to get started on this process. So let's just have a look at where this is all headed. So what I want to show you now is the business advisory services training package, because this is the initial area that I think you should be looking at. This is 13 modules. There's a video there, particularly talking about business advisory services training. And then we have 13 modules which take you through the introduction. And to give you an idea of what's in one of these modules, if I click onto it, you should be able to see that on your screen now. Prediction of accountancy firm evolution, vision for the future of accounting businesses, implementing business advisory services, coaches, partner evaluation, team member survey forms, etc. So if we want to have a look at a firm form, let's click on to the team member survey form. And we will go to the new share, and you should now be able to see the team member survey form. So this is a form which we've prepared to assist you to get some feedback from your accounting team members as to the material that they're interested in being involved in. What services of the profession are they keen to work on? Tax returns, tax planning, financial planning, and then we've got the list of business advisory services areas. And our startup package has material to assist you to deliver all of these business advisory services products. We also have a SME Needs Analysis, which is a form which will assist you to deliver services by having a discussion with your clients as to what they're very interested in receiving. And this is a series of questions which you can sit down and put to a client over a cup of coffee, or perhaps you could hand this form to the client and ask them to complete it. And then you could have a conversation with them and then give them a proposal as to how you're going to go about giving them the information or supplying the services that they require. This is a bit like treating your client as if they are the CEO of their own business, which they are, of course, and you're acting as a chief financial officer. You're working for that CEO. You need to identify the information that he or she requires to be able to direct their business in a different way or to improve profitability or whatever it might be. So this is a fairly in-depth evaluation of the components of a firm that your client might be looking for some further information on that you could supply to them. So that's the quick overview of the training material. And what I now want to go back to is to the main menu, where we're going to then continue our journey through the material that we have for you. It's very important to be able to promote business advisory services to your clients. So ESS BizTools produces a monthly newsletter. We'll just go through to the most recent one. Which was the May newsletter. Which you should now be able to see on your screen. So this newsletter is designed to be an information tool for your clients. They can read something that is of interest to them, but it's meant to be a promotional tool for our subscribers, for you if you wish to come on board with us. There's about 6 articles in each edition. This one's for someone obviously starting a business. And there's a call to action in every article, the final paragraph. If you are contemplating starting or acquiring a business, we recommend that you contact us before making any decisions on acquiring or commencing a business so that we can assist you to establish an appropriate system for the business. And then we go into business health checks. Give your clients some idea of what can be done. And then we look at stock mix, how it can be a problem. We've got stars, we've got cash cows, of course, problem lines and disaster lines. Explaining the stock mix. And again, asking them, if you'd like to discuss any of this with us, please come and talk to us. Monitoring productivity is important. Important to every business that's selling labor time, isn't it? Contingency planning is necessary when preparing a business plan. What happens if? Some of the ideas are there. Losing key management, influenza, pandemic. We know a lot about pandemics and what they can do to a business and to a country now, don't we? Because of what happened in the last 12 months. COVID-19 special loan applications. The first one of those closes at the 30th of June. Protecting intellectual property and research and development. Thinking of expansion. You need a scaling up strategy. Who are your clients' champions? Who are they encouraging? So that's the Business Plus newsletter, which is an information tool for your clients, but a promotional tool for you. And our suggestion to our subscribers is you follow this up. You select out of those articles that we've written, which would apply to which clients, and contact them. Ask them what they thought of it. Does it create any interest? Do they want to come and talk to you about that particular material? And you can then decide what you're going to do with them, what you're going to talk to them about, so that you're able to embark on a strategy. The next area I want to look at is debtors management. Debtors are an enormous problem for anyone that's giving credit, of course. If you've got clients that are not giving credit, that's great. Stay on that task, but more and more people are asking for credit. So we have some material there. We have a video that you can look at, and then we've got the material itself. So I'm going to download that content for you. And we then have a list of the material that's being supplied. So we're looking at things like applications to open an account, customer application, welcome to new customer letter, things that a lot of businesses just don't do. So let's go to the welcome to new customer letter. So you've now got the welcome to new customer letter. It's our pleasure to welcome you. Gives an opportunity to establish what the credit limit is for this customer, what the payment terms are, to explain that the due date for payment is going to be shown on each individual tax invoice. An explanation that this business doesn't issue debtor statements. You're expecting the customer to pay on the tax invoices. Asking them if there's a dispute, how it will be referred, the terms of trade agreements attached, and the retention of title agreement. And we've got there that the business requires those to be signed and returned so that the business can proceed to register that customer, if they wish, on the Personal Property Securities Register. How many of your clients are filling out the material required to be lodged on the Personal Property Securities Register? So you have those forms there to assist you in this process of clearly identifying what's required in the debtors system overview. We also have an SME debtors systems manual, which I'll bring up straight away, because it's really the end result of undertaking a debtors review, and that is to produce the overall debtors systems manual. So this is a product which we've produced that you can then prepare to go to your clients. So after your initial review, you have finalized this as the documentation to enable your client to have a written debtor system, which I'd be suggesting you update every 12 months, because it's then giving the person who's got the responsibility of maintaining the debtor system some sort of record as to what their job's all about, because most of them inherit this job with notes on computers and bits of paper, no formal system. This is explaining to them what this whole process is all about. So that they can have far better understanding of what their role's all about within the organization. So we have an introduction to effective debtors management. We tell them the sort of forms that they should be aware of. Gives them a checklist and identifies the system that's been set up in their own business. And there's various forms, of course. So hopefully that helps in an understanding of the end part of the process for debtors. We've done the review, now we've got a system. So you can sell this to your clients, $500 for this debtors manual. You've undertaken a review, maybe the review of debtors took 2 hours, another $500. It's effective work, and you're monitoring and helping your client to reduce their debtors days outstanding. We also have an overview of the Personal Property Securities Register, because this is government legislation. I don't really see the value for SMEs, but it's very valuable to be registered on it, because if you're not, your clients could lose their asset through no fault of their own. Over $400 million has been lost in Australia through companies not complying with the requirements to register assets on the Personal Property Securities Register. Most of those businesses that got caught were small businesses, but the biggest problem at all was confronted a major international organization which lost $62 million because they didn't appropriately register an asset that the New South Wales Supreme Court ultimately ruled they should have registered on the Personal Property Securities Register. So if a company that's in the top 100 group in the world can make a mistake under this legislation, so can your SME clients. So it's well worth having a discussion with them and making sure that they have an understanding of how this works. The next area that I want to just comment on is we're just going to go into an industry-specific advisory area, because within this area we have group product packages. So I'm just going to, and we have business health checks for 5 different industry categories. We are adding to that, but they're there: clothing, retail, commercial building industry, pharmacy, supermarkets, and road transport. But I want to look at the setting charge out rates. Just bring that to your attention. You get all this material, but we're just having a cook's tour to give you an overview of what's involved. So we have the charge out rates for trades businesses. And I'm selecting what we need here. Which is a group of material that's enabling you to calculate. I just seem to be having some problems in bringing that up in it's a spreadsheet in a Zoom presentation. So if you want to see that, we'll have to arrange a viewing separately, but it enables you to undertake the calculations to look at the components of a charge out rate for a tradie. So the components are the employee classification, the salary or wages being paid, the hours the person's going to work, the expected productivity percentage, the overhead costs of the business, the markup that's going to be used by the business on external purchases for the benefit of clients, the targeted profit for the business. What's all that mean when it's all put together as a charge out rate for the individual components? And if they produced that number of hours and they were the overhead costs and that was the markup on external purchases for the benefit of clients, what profit would be made? And theoretically, it should be the same as what was built into the calculations. But what in fact does happen, and this needs to be monitored on a month-by-month basis. So that's how that particular area works in our system. The material also includes access to particular papers on business matters. And I've now gone to sections and papers. We have 67 sections within ESS BIZTOOLS. They are on the screen there now. So we've got beginning in business, bookkeeping systems, business entities, business systems, accounting reports, and terminologies: operating a successful business, media, marketing, business planning, family businesses, banks, taxation, corporate governance, grants, exporting, legal, human resources, customers, business income, business planning questionnaire, advertising, insurance, time management, superannuation, and so on. Now, if we wanted to look at operating a successful business, it's just a matter of clicking on the name, and then you have a list of the papers within that area, within that section. So if we wanted to look at characteristics of a well-run business, we shall select the paper. We then have the paper. We've identified 20 characteristics. Now, these papers are produced in such a way that the area above this dotted line is yours. So you would have inserted there your firm name and address so that you can send this material to your clients or prospects. There's a set of contents in every paper. There's over 570 of these papers in our total systems. That's what gold and silver subscribers receive. Our startup package subscribers receive about 340 papers to assist you to get started with promoting business advisory services to your clients. So then we have the various characteristics that are discussed. You could send this to your client. You could then follow up with a phone call or go and have a cup of coffee with them to discuss the issues that have been raised. And you can see it's cross-linked to other material. So that's an overview of what's included within ESS BIZTOOLS. And you can see from this list here, we have various other material, which is all part of our gold package. And hopefully that's giving you some indication of the products that you can utilize to be able to assist your firm to deliver business advisory services to your clients. Don't forget, if you have any questions, please contact me and I will get back to you. You can send me an email, peter@essbiztools.com.au, and you could also tell me if you need more information. So you can go to the ESS BIZTOOLS website, www.essbiztools.com.au. Telephone us on 1-800-232-088. So good luck with the introduction of business advisory services to your clients. It is a process that will require ongoing marketing and promotion, and we look forward to being a partner with you on these activities to supply this great range of services to your clients. Stay safe. Have a great day. Goodbye.